focus for this game was, yes, we want to have great shooter tenants, but we want to make sure that there's an enticement, that the open world is an enticement. So you've got the feeling of the open world, you've got new weapons, you've got the monster game offering of it. It's not just one island, it's an archipelago. So for us, you have the tribe, you have this action-adventure feel. We want it to feel different. Melee kills, swimming in water, death from above, death from in water, lots of vehicles, lots of weaponry. But at its heart, you have a story that takes a young guy, a normal guy, and we begin to see him become a warrior. And when you watch that shift from him being a young guy, and then he starts to learn how to kill, and then he starts to learn how to stealth kill, and then he breaks out a bow, and it's great. The tribe for us is the embodiment of what makes the island interesting. But what does this offer? Okay, it's a jungle, it's hot, it's you're scared at night, you're alone, and you can survive. But you think about Citra. Citra is the embodiment of the island. She is beautiful, she is exotic, but she's also deadly. She has her own set of tattoos. She's been through hell and back, and she's learned how to survive. She imparts that on Jason to the point where he actually ascends to be in charge of the tribe. And you're caught in the middle of this blood feud between brother and sister. You know, Citra is Voss's sister, and sending you to kill Voss, because you also have your friends from back home that you have to think about. And it's really about getting the player to choose between the life they had and the life that is enticing them. I think when you look at people and you look at their tattoos, and you think about the latitude they have in terms of how it progresses, it's entirely possible that you play the game, and your buddy plays the game, and you end up with different tattoos. But for us, the key thing is to always have that enticement. You have your friends. You come to the island, you're a normal guy, you're not a super soldier. Your friends are taken, you become a victim. And then you start to see the island. You know, if you've ever been on vacation, it takes about 1 week before you decide you don't want to go back to your regular life. Jason has that experience, only it's credible. At first, he's a victim. He's alone, right? He's scared. And then he starts to get into it, and he starts to understand it, and then he starts to fall for Citra, but he's got his girlfriend, and you're wondering what are the choices the player's going to make. And by the end, you really have to ask yourself, okay, I have my friends, but are they just my social network, or are they really my friends? Would they really take a bullet for me? Or am I destined to stay here? And when you think about what we started to do when we started making this game and think about how we wanted to do it, when you leave home, you're confident that your parents are idiots, and you're confident that your friends that you have are your best friends forever. About 5 years later, you realize you didn't know what the hell you're talking about. We want Jason to live that experience and have all the weight of that and get distance between himself and his mistakes in 2 months. We want to congeal that down into a lifetime experience. Everybody wanted to do something where we take a regular person and we put them in an abnormal situation and we watch them break a little and then grow, and then break a little bit more and then grow. And you think about movies that are out there that do that, or you think about other games, or you think about books you've read. There's a number of things that you think about Alice in Wonderland, going down the rabbit hole. The feeling like, oh, I tripped, and now I'm in this crazy world, and I don't know what to do, and if I stay in here too long, I might not be able to get out. I might not want to get out. That's the feeling we wanted to have from the game. When we talk about supernatural, we talk about things that people are like, did that really happen, right? We wanted every experience to be real and be grounded. So if you were on an island like this and you took something that you weren't supposed to ingest and all of a sudden you started tripping out and doing it, you'd really do that. Okay? You might fall in love with somebody who was there. Each thing should feel like it could happen. And so when you have a hallucination, there's messages in those hallucinations. You're seeing your brother, you're seeing your girlfriend. When Voss leaves a message for you and you walk into a cave and there's a dirty sheet there and there's your girlfriend being tortured on an 8mm film shot by Voss, it feels surreal. It's not supernatural, but it feels surreal. The idea is to stretch the player's imagination. Far Cry 3 is coming to the PC, the PS3, and the Xbox 360 on September 4th.
Let's go, shoot me! Shoot me!